Wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
So, Rita, I do think that worked. Joseph Wexler, Fun Friday. We're coming from the birthplace of liberty, Boston, Massachusetts. I can hear Paul Revere, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. The British are coming. The British are coming.
But can we have some tea?
Yes, but I think there's great relevance to this issue, which I'll explain in just a couple of minutes. But who's here?
John, we have some extraordinary folks here today for the Oklahoma City Business Builders Heart of Influence. And first, from Tulsa, Oklahoma, specializes in alternative finances and private capital strategies to support business expansion and personal wealth building, helps clients access funding sources beyond traditional banking, and creates customized investment solutions, educating more investors on private equity opportunities, creating consistent long-term returns. Let's welcome to the show, Shane Gregg.
Shane, warm welcome to Heart of Influence. And Shane, on this Fun Friday, we follow the teachings of Plato, the Greek philosopher, who said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game off, Shane, with a fun fact. It's a headline, not a story. And it could be an adventurous moment, surprising moment, shocking moment, fun moment, anything, Shane, that makes us say, Shane. Hey, footnote, Shane. There's a gong, like Chuck Barris in the Gong Show that Bella has, that goes boom if we move into a story. So it's a headline. Shane, please, what is your headline fun fact?
Yeah, so the fun fact is when I was going to college in Florida, I had the opportunity in the business school to attend the University of Stockholm School of Economics in Sweden for a summer exchange program. So we were coupled with 28 other people.
Sweden. Yeah. Yes. Studying abroad. That is super fun. Stockholm. I think I saw this in a James Bond episode. So warm welcome to the Heart of Influence of Joseph Wexler. Please.
Welcome. Next up from Norman, Oklahoma, guides buyers and sellers with care, clarity, and client-first approach that makes every real estate journey feel personal and stress-free. Sells 80% of his listed homes in just 3 days at 8 to 10% above average. Expert strategy with genuine service delivering exponential results. Deep-rooted in community with local insight, earning trust, and real estate expertise, and an expert and neighbor. Let's welcome to the show, Jason Pond.
Jason, warm welcome to Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence. And please, Jason, what is your fun fact?
I've been in real estate 9 years. This is the second time. The first time my wife fired me.
Whoa. Yes.
And we're a husband-wife team.
No, Jason, that is awesome. But you are back in the game hearing this. I think that is.
I think he's back in the game.
Warm welcome, Jason, to Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence. Bell of Rita, let's go.
Next, rolling with this crew from Norman, Oklahoma, a unique background as a former reverend, now in real estate financing, guiding clients through options, preserving asset value, and using smart leverage for growth. Wants to share his knowledge through speaking engagements to help others use real estate to build wealth and give back. Let's welcome to the show, Don Spears.
Don, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your fun fact.
So I was in FFA as a kid, and I once had a show steer named Steak.
Wow.
That is a super cool name. I love it. Steak, I'm hungry. Let's go. Warm welcome. Come on.
Warm welcome, Don. And let's go from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, a seasoned attorney with decades of experience in corporate real estate planning, asset protection, and consumer bankruptcy. Frequently consulted a national firm offering his legal advice, insights on high-level estate planning strategies, helping individuals and families protect their legacy through thoughtful legal structure and personalized counsel. Let's welcome to the show, Darian Anderson.
Darian, welcome to Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence on this Fun Friday. And Darian, what is your fun fact?
Essentially, what we've been doing for several years is providing business planning, and I've recently combined it with asset protection planning and estate planning and probate. And we've just recently added to our mix with Jamie bankruptcies. And Jamie is also learning how to do the other things as well as bankruptcy. She's been doing that for a number of years. So we've expanded our business. We're planning to continue to grow the business and provide services to our clients of the most efficient quality and quantity we can.
Yeah, listen, it's amazing. Bankruptcies for all. Let's go get it.
Hey.
Over here, holistic.
I was one of those.
I don't think I'm one of those either,
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes. So for everybody, holistic, powerful, I'm hearing building. Yes, welcome.
That's what I'm hearing.
Thank
And
you.
speaking of Jamie, also from Oklahoma City, experienced attorney providing clear, compassionate legal guidance in estate planning, probate, and asset protection, focus on creating personalized solutions for our clients, preserving wealth and rebuilding liability, committed to creating an environment where clients feel confident, supported, in planning for the future. Let's welcome to the show, Jamie Watts.
Jamie, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you. I enjoy working hard. I enjoy our partnership, my partnership with Darian. I enjoy our clients, and I enjoy the simple things in life. That's not too big headline, but I enjoy drinking coffee on the patio, and I enjoy good music. And
who's your favorite musician?
My favorite musician? Oh, there's so many. I'll tell you one. Do you guys know an Oklahoman named J.J. Cale?
I do know J.J. Cale.
Isn't that a good one?
Like, you know
Yeah,
J.J.
I got
Cale
to
is.
see
That's
him in
enough of
concert.
Yeah.
Kane's Ballroom on his Back to Tulsa tour. That's a good one. Oh, good
Back
old,
to
good old Oklahoma musician.
Let's go. I can
Yeah,
tell
let's
you.
go.
We've just met with senators from the senator from Oklahoma that issued the No Surprises Act in Washington, D.C. a couple weeks ago. So as a corollary fun fact. So maybe not the musicians, but your senator. Yes. Bella Rita, let's go.
Let's go. Speaking of big deals, how about from New Milford, New Jersey? This guy's a big deal. President at large financial company has transferred his financial planning expertise from Wall Street to accelerate and optimize finances for all. 68 win-win strategies in the first 2 months alone of this year. He leads with heart and integrity to cause financial wellness, whether it be the CEO or the receptionist. 11 upcoming speaking engagements on a national stage, and a proud dad and husband. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Joseph Wexler.
Mr. Joseph Wexler, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. And sir, please, as the growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous person committed to mastery that you are, Joseph, what is your fun fact?
I am waiting for NIL checks from Fordham University. I've been the face of the mentorship program for the last decade. I'm in the brochures, the panels. Anytime you show up to Fordham, my face is on there for the mentorship program.
Oh, it's fun. That is absolutely go Rams go.
Yes.
The birthplace of Vince Lombardi and the 7 blocks of granite, Fordham. And are you ready, Joseph?
I am ready.
Right. This woman's been doing the introducing to my right, began her career in influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. By the age of 19, she put 3 things together that don't go together: teenager, network marketing, and 7 figures. Yeah, $1 million network marketing business as a teenager. Come on now. 24 years old. She's like, I could do this in a different way. She's three-peating, but not like Michael Jordan in hoops, but instead is Nevada's #1 business broker. She was the first woman ever to do it and the youngest person to take this dude's, male or female, ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker, let alone 3 straight times. She began to train Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales. She's a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions, and a 2-time published author who's raised more than $10 million for charity with the Unblinded team. And in 2023, this woman publicly battled and defeated cancer, heart-centered, resilient, magical, energized, lights the room on fire, the one, the only heart of influence, Bella Veronica. Bella.
Yes,
The whispers of liberty are present.
The whispers of liberty are present.
Your fun fact.
My fun fact, I think I'm going to go with the fun fact that in high school, I sold drugs and graduated with a 1.7 GPA. And January of this year, I was ordained as a pastor, and I've written 3 books. So I've gone from drug dealer to God dealer in my life. That's my fun fact for today. Would you like some drugs? I mean, some God?
I'll take some God. Bella, let's go.
And let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, no one leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys. So in 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages of Fortune 10 companies to Fortune 500 companies, he is an incredible philanthropist that has raised nearly $10 million for charity in 2 years. Let's welcome to the stage, Mr. Sean Callagy. Welcome.
Well, Marita, thank you. Much gratitude. Yes. And I'm going to go with this as my fun fact. Well, 2-part. One, I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions, including perhaps the woman seated to my right. What I'm also going to go with is that we're going to be meeting with a United States senator in a little over 1 hour to have a conversation about the No Surprises Act, getting ready to speak on stage on Sunday at the American Association of Neurosurgeons. Yes, we're hanging with the brain surgeons with Micah Ruzioni. So Bella, myself, our team will be speaking with Micah Ruzioni here at the American Association for Neurosurgeons event on Sunday. The guy that scored the game-winning goal for Miracle in the 1980 Miracle on Ice, the greatest sports upset in history. My fun facts.
That is a super fun fact, and I think I'll bear witness to that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's going first, Bella?
All right, let's kick this show off with Mr. Jason Pond.
Jason Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. She could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. Because, of course, Jason, what we're doing is we're exploring the superpower of influence. You financial folks have heard of compound interest. Joseph, compound interest, pretty powerful things, and not Joseph Wexler?
And not as powerful as influence.
Yes, but not as powerful as compound influence, which is orders of magnitude more powerful than even the great compound interest, which I'm a fan of. We're talking orders of magnitude differential. That's how Oprah Winfrey could be worth $3 billion in one lifetime. That doesn't happen with compound interest alone. That's compound influence. So from that place, we don't want to talk about pitching, hooking, closing, because that's not sustainable. That doesn't compound. It's transactional. But what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated, masterful people come together and know which yeses to cause and cause them? So, yeah, Jamie, who would you like Bella to be? It could be doesn't have to be a final yes. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. Please, Jamie, who's Bella going to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Jason?
I want her to be.
Jason, forget me.
Yeah,
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
I was like, I thought
dude,
Jamie.
I'm blind. I'm wrong.
I think that's the first for in like the shows we've ever done. I think that's the first time you've actually ever done that.
Yeah, it's probably the third time I'll
Is
go
it
with
third?
1,800 shows that I screwed up a name, and I am blind, so forgive me for that. So yes, please.
We're good. We're good.
Yes.
Until I get my chance too.
Yeah, I get my G's confused. So who would you like Bella to be?
Who would I like Bella to be? Let's do a standard realtor transaction. Someone who wants to sell their house, I guess.
All right, Bella,
All right.
you're a seller. Come on.
Hello, this is Bella.
What's my goal here?
To get a yes.
Oh, to get a yes.
And
Okay, so
yes, Jason, it could just be a yes for a longer meeting. So you're not like pressurized to like make hire you. Could be just a yes for a longer conversation. So you have a 3 minutes up, and now you want to have this conversation and create a longer conversation.
Beautiful. Hey Bella, this is Jason Pound with Keller Williams. Are you still trying to sell that house on 5th Street?
I am still trying to sell that house. I'm trying to sell it without my husband knowing.
Oh goodness, that's quite difficult to do in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know, eventually you're going to have to let him know, correct?
Yeah, but I figured I would just let him know once we got a deal on the table, and I figured I'd just, wait till he's a couple bottles in, and then I'll have him sign the papers.
Okay, that makes sense. I saw you tried to sell it with another realtor for the past 60 days and it didn't move. How are you going to make your decision for who your next realtor is?
The one that can sell it the fastest without letting my husband know.
Oh, well, it's a done deal. When can we meet?
And how do I know you can sell it fast? Because every agent always has these, big dreams and big, sales pitches. But, what makes you, reach out to me, and why do you think you can sell it if my last realtor couldn't?
Question for you. How fast do you expect your house to sell?
I think like in today's market, I feel like within 60 days should be fair.
So would it surprise you if my last 10 listings sold in 3 days or less?
Yes. What do you drug people to? I mean, how do you get them to sell these houses so fast?
I'm more than willing to show you how the sausage is made, but I'm going to need at least 30 minutes to do it. When can we get together to do that?
How about you swing by tomorrow after my husband goes to work?
Boom. We just got 3 yeses in a row. We're winning here.
Fantastic. Great job, Jason. That was fantastic. Awesome job. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. And then let's go Shane. Shane, who would you like for me to be? Shane, if you could unmute for us, please. Do we have Shane?
So still got you here.
Seems like Shane is in hiding. So Jamie, you wanted a turn. So how about we jump to Jamie for the hot seat? Are you up for that, Jamie?
Yes.
All right, Jamie, who would you like for me to be?
I want you to be a person looking for an estate attorney.
Okay, fantastic. That is a true story. Hello, this is Bella.
Hello, Bella. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. How can I help you?
Yeah, I've been reaching out to, different estate attorneys. My father has a, rather large estate, and I've been hearing like stuff on TikTok, TikTok, like that, to avoid capital gains, we should do some stuff with all the property and everything. And, I'm just not sure if like this is real or, what's the best way for us to go. So I've been reaching out to different estate attorneys and seeing who might be able to help us out.
Okay. Well, me and my partner, Darian, we can help you out. We have a lot of experience with that, reducing taxes and also making sure that the people you want to have your property are the ones who get your property, because the laws that make, like where you get to say who gets it. And with the trust, you also get to keep it more confidential. And we do complete estate plans. And so we'll do as much or as little as you want, but there are certain documents that'll help you out while you're alive, like a healthcare power of attorney or a HIPAA document, who gets your medical records, or a durable power of attorney, which is for getting your legal stuff taken care of. And then there are documents that we prepare that take care of the people you care about and that you want it to be easier. So if you do a trust, if you get us to help you prepare a trust, then your relatives will avoid probate, first of all, and they will also they'll also avoid having to go to court and avoid additional attorney fees, because it's less expensive. Actually, I think a lot of people don't know that, to have a estate plan in place than it is for your relatives to then go and do a probate. But we do probates too, in case you don't do an estate.
Yeah, I don't think I want to get into probate. I'm definitely looking to avoid that. If we do come in, like, how long does this process take?
Oh, we can do it very quickly. The process doesn't take more than a couple of weeks. You can come in and you can meet with us, and we find out who you want to leave things to, who you want to be your healthcare power of attorney. Like, I have a brother who is married to a doctor, and yet I have a sister who's interested in natural health. So we'll advise you as to, I wouldn't choose my brother. I would choose my sister. And so to pick someone compatible with you. And so we'll sit down and we'll work through the entire process with you. It'll take an hour or usually more. And then we'll prepare the documents. You'll come in and you'll sign them probably about a week later. And then we'll give you a notebook that we prepare so that it's available to your trustee, and then an envelope that has all the original documents that they might need.
Got it.
I guess a total of 2 to 3 weeks. We can do it pretty quickly, but if you need it faster than that, we can do it very fast.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I got to run right now. But if you could send me over the information, then maybe we could schedule an appointment for next week.
Okay. Does Wednesday look good? Actually, we've got quite a few appointments this next week, and if we could just pencil you in, you can change it later. But does Wednesday at 10 o'clock sound good? Both Darian and I are available.
Sounds fantastic.
Well, excellent. I look forward to meeting you.
Jamie, thank you for that. Jason, excellent work. And Bella, it is time for the feedbackers.
Time for the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time of the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Jason or Jamie, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little scoring system as next steps. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation?
Or maybe tarred and feathered in Boston. Yes, tarred and feathered, like the people that turned the century, Revolutionary War.
Oh, yes.
Yes, tarring and feathering.
Tar and feathering. Yes, maybe that. Maybe it's just a cup of coffee. Maybe it's a longer meeting for a meal. Or maybe if that's not enough time, it's a private jet flying anywhere in the world with Jason or Jamie to have the longest meeting possible. So I'm going to go going once. Shane, are you here or not here? Jane, going once, going twice. Okay, we're done with Shane. So let's go Dawn. Dawn, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jason?
So I think that Jason did a great job. I think that he would do a really good job of selling a home. I think we would want to meet with him and sit down and talk to him more about what kind of things I'm looking for. And what I would need to do to get my house prepared for selling, and kind of his ideas of what he would actually suggest that we do in order to sell our house in 3 days.
Nice. And Don, from that place, what's your follow-up be? Like, I don't think we're gonna have like tarring a cup of coffee, maybe a glass of mead, maybe break some bread in an old pub. I don't know. Maybe you'd be like going on Paul Revere's ride. Like, how long would the next follow-up meeting be, Don?
So I think that probably maybe over lunch, and maybe an hour or so, discuss information about him and his background and find out more about what he does.
Nice. So a little quail, mead, and maybe some oysters. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. Thank you, Don.
Let's go. How about Darian? Actually, let's go Joseph. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jamie?
Jamie was super informative. She gave some great examples of some personal experiences and congruency. And I heard a little bit of humor from her as well, where she said that you could also just go through the probate. I think there was some humor there. And I really like that. So I'm going to go. It's 250 years since our revolution, and they're doing some reenactments up in Boston. So I think I'm going to witness some tarring and feathering and pick up Jamie along the way.
Right.
I see Bella tarring and feathering me.
Okay.
That sounds like fun. I'm not sure what it is, but it definitely sounds like
It is
fun.
definitely not fun.
Definitely not fun.
Definitely
So it's not pouring tar on you and like and waving feathers on you. That's not what it is.
It is, except the tar is hot, and it's like about the worst thing you could ever possibly have done to you. It was like torturously awful.
Oh, that's like fun.
Yes.
Let's go. Darian. Darian, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jason, please?
Jason did a good job. I think he reached his point. He was able to address how to make things move quickly. And I was impressed with what he had to say. He got right to the point and was able to address how to get a house sold quickly.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Darian. And what would your next step be? A little cup of coffee, maybe a longer meal, maybe, I don't know, a trip across the ocean. What would the follow-up be?
Well, the follow-up to what he was doing was, of course, make close contact and take the next step to be able to communicate, to be able to start getting a commitment to go forward with that project.
Thank you for that. Awesome. Bella?
I think that takes us to
putting me on the hot seat.
The time that we not get to pour tar on you, but get to put you on the hot seat in a scenario that you have no idea about. Joseph, you know this is coming. This is the time in the show that we get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about because I've been cooking them up as the show has been going on. Ultimately, of course, Joseph, you get to pick what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. Are you ready to hear my scenarios for today?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So option number one is I thought Sean could role play himself and he just got fired by me and he's got to convince me that he should have his job back. So that would be option number one, Joseph. Option number two is I was doing a little reading and like, who's from Oklahoma? I completely forgot. Garth Brooks is from Oklahoma, who apparently has a little tiff going on with Tom Petty. Tom Petty, not a fan of Garth Brooks, so I thought option number two is Sean could role play Garth Brooks, going from hello to yes with Tom Petty. And Tom Petty actually said about Garth that Garth is closer to a Las Vegas act than real rock or country. So Sean would role play Garth, going from hello to yes with Tom Petty to do a charity concert in Las Vegas for the Bearded Dragon Foundation, which is a foundation that saves bearded dragons. So that is option number two, which is all true. That is option number two. And then option number three is, recently there's been like this whole thing with Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy that have passed away. And now members of the family are looking for estate planning. The sons are looking for an estate planner. So option number three is Sean could role play Jamie going from hello to yes with one of the three children of Gene Hackman on the complexities of the estate planning. So those are the three options that I have for you today. Joseph, any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you would like to see Sean do?
So I'm going to make a quick alteration to number one. And I know Unblinded is in the midst of having an AI bot that may replace Sean. So he's going to come back and argue why this AI bot he may be better suited to jump in after being fired by you, Bella. How about that?
So what's happening?
So, okay, so Sean's been fired by me because
Yeah.
I think the AI bot is better.
That's
and he
right.
convinced me that he needs to keep his job and instead of being replaced by the AI bot. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, do you want me to play myself or do you want someone here else to play Sean's bot?
I know Shane came off mute. Shane, are you able to role play?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so Shane, you have now stepped into the role of Bella Verita. You have fired Sean and replaced him with AI.
What is happening here?
And so
The future.
Yes, he's got to convince you that he can't fully be replaced by AI and needs to keep his job. Are you up for this, Shane?
Yes.
You're fired. You're fired. Pack your bags and go home.
Again? Hi, is Bella there?
It's you, Shane.
Yes.
Hi, Bella?
Yes.
Hey, it's Sean. Fernando had set up a 3-minute conversation for us today. Is it still a good time for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So listen, Bella, I'm super grateful that you even took the call. But it's still a good time for you. And if I can ask, like, what's the why behind it? You're pretty clear on how you felt. So why did you even take this call with me? And again, thank you.
Well, it's professional acumen to always give the employee the opportunity to present themselves and understand how they can improve or what they can offer the company that may better the company and better themselves.
Well, thank you, Bella, for that. So what I'm hearing is you're seeking the best solution, the best resolution. Am I hearing that correctly?
Absolutely. If you're willing to change and if you're willing to do what's best for the company, then we can evaluate those goals and aspirations.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that deeply, Bella. And I know how much this mission means to you, your heart, your soul, your purpose. So from that place, could I share a couple quick things, Bella, that may or may not resonate with you?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So Bella, as you know, we all agree upon a couple things, that influence is the only attainable superpower in the world. We agree on that. Second, we agree that it's been codified most optimally by Unblinded and trained most optimally by Unblinded. We all agree on that. Third, AI, which we agree upon, has verified that I am the greatest teacher of influence and the greatest purveyor of causing yes that exists in the world. It's ranked me ahead of Jordan Belfort, Robert Cialdini, Chris Voss, Tony Robbins, and that's our independent AI. Like, that's all happened. So as I see it, Bella, the only conversation we're in right now is AI or me. And I am really clear that AI is now better than I am. I'm clear on that. The AI is better than all of us at this point in what we've built. But the question, Bella, is, right? I've run another AI report and done a whole bunch of data study on how ready humans are to interact with AI as opposed to human beings. And the numbers are staggering. So the question isn't, Bella, and I really appreciate your desire for like the greatest outcome possible, but I don't think the question is who is AI? It's AI. The question is, what do people want more, Sean Callaghy or AI? So I know we're at time, and all I'm simply proposing is a 30-minute follow-up conversation so we can run through the data. We're all committed to integrity, and all we care about is what's best for this mission. But what the data is saying, the AI that you're seeking to replace me with, is saying, don't do it. And you can run it all yourself. You can go through with Fernando and the team, but how would it resonate with you or not, Bella, to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation so we can really get to the heart and truth to serve people? Bella, please, what say you?
Yeah, I'm up to that because AI is a learned bot. So chatbot and AI has a learned vocabulary or a learned experience. So the personal experience and the years of experience that you have, we can also train the AI in additional areas. So yes, I'm definitely up for that, and I think that combination of both is the best solution going forward.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Bella. I appreciate your heart, and I'll have Fernando set up that meeting as well. Is that okay with you?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon, Belle. At a roll.
You have to work much harder.
I will be disrupting you left, right, and center. You kidding me? Okay. So thank you, Shane, for that. We'll come back to Shane in a second. But Jason, you're in the participant seat today. Never an easy place to be. Did a wonderful job getting us rocking and rolling. And Jason, how did I do as me with Bella, with Shane, all that stuff? And how was your time overall today, Jason, on Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence?
Your technique was we used the word heart a lot today, apparently, because that's the name of Heart of Influence. It felt that you were not manipulative. You truly seemed to care about the answer that he was going to bring forward, and you didn't have a pre-made decision tree in your head, although you might have. It didn't feel that way. Time together.
Doesn't it? It's actually true, and it's so frustrating.
I get the truth.
You do.
Yeah.
And you're heart-centered. It's really annoying.
Jason, please, back to you.
Oh, our time today has been interesting. I don't know if Darren remembers me, but I know his assistant Shireen, I've helped them with a transaction. I know Dawn, it feels like I'm with friends already.
Hmm.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you for that, Jason. Wonderful, wonderful work. And Jamie, never an easy place to be in that participant seat either. A wonderful job. I think you jumped in and were not previously scheduled to be there and really did a wonderful, masterful effort. So Jamie, how was your time today on Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence?
It was really great because it was so participatory, and everybody had to be on their toes. We're all here together. There's nothing else happening. We're all present, and it was fun. It was just fun. Just fun. And then seeing everybody apply themselves and get together and have a joint project it's just plain fun. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed meeting everybody here. So
If it ain't fun, why do it? Thank you for that, Jamie. Well said. Thank you. Don, thanks for being in that feedbacker seat today with us on Joe's Heart of Influence. And please, how was your time today with us, Don?
I enjoyed my time. I feel like might get to know some people that I may not know and spend some more time with Jason, whom I know. And so I think maybe we can help influence each other in some positive ways.
Beautiful. Well, Don, again, well said. Really heart-centered people here today on Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence. And Bill.
Let's go. Darian. Darian, thank you for being here. And how was your time on Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence?
Thank you. It's been interesting listening and watching and hearing people react. It reminds me, Jamie is part of a group, the speakers group. What do you call it, Jamie? Anyway, that's the
Toastmasters.
Yeah. Anyway, and that's been interesting to hear her and the skills she has learned. I used to participate in that group myself, but it's interesting having the evaluations where they're live and then having some little conjecture role plays. That's been interesting watching that and seeing how people react to it.
Well, Darian, if I can ask you this, how would you like to get an AI report on today that might be at a level of depth that you've never even conceived possible?
Sure.
Would that be interesting? And Jamie, how about yourself? Would you like that feedback report?
Sure. I'm always open to any AI. We've learned a lot. We use it on a regular basis, and I am always open to what I can learn by any resource possible anyway.
No.
So AI would be even better.
Yes. We have had AI objectively state to us that we've created the most powerful tool in discerning influence and amplifying influence with integrity that exists. So it's going to be something we give you in follow up as a thank you for being here today. So
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And Jamie, how would that resonate with you to receive the report?
Well, it does, but it doesn't resonate any higher than the feedback I get from live humans like yourself. So, you know, like you said in your role play. So it resonates with me, and I think it's great how, and also I think the human interaction cannot be replaced.
Yeah,
Of course.
for sure. But I will say this, Jamie, we've built this and we are stunned by how this has progressed. And I teach influence at the highest level. We've disrupted and recreated jury verdict consulting processes, work with psychologists. I've broken every sales record on Tony Robbins stage, spoken at Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, all the things. I cannot believe what this is doing. And this isn't like we just, you know, said, hey, give us some feedback in ChatGPT. I mean, this has been built with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of effort, work, and duplication. And I think you guys,
I'm excited about receiving it.
Yeah,
I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. And Jamie, your congruence, energetic transference is truly masterful. Wonderful job. And please, Bella.
And last but not least, I think, you know, I'll give him an okay score for playing me. But we'll go Shane. I might have made it a little bit harder, but I'm a little bit biased. But Shane, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I thought it was great. Yeah. So I'm just getting used to some of this Zoom and AI. And so it's new and exciting to me, but I think it definitely has a place to allow me to grow and get me in touch with more customers and more influencers that can help my business grow.
Yeah. And Shane, if I could, this is Sean Calley, right? So I'm blind. I've never even seen what a Facebook page looks like, or Instagram or YouTube page, right? I am not a technology person in any way, shape, or form. I've built and scaled. I have a company right now that's been valued at $500 million. I have a 125 person law firm. I say these things humbly, and I have not done it through digital marketing. I've done it through human to human. So, but from my work is about influence, where to apply it, and how to scale it. And I wasn't very excited about where I knew AI was coming, but for about the past 2 years, it was like, okay, you know, it was there, but not particularly powerfully relevant. What's gone on in the last 90 days and 30 days in the space is remarkable. And it went from, it would almost be like saying, hey, I'm not a person that would use an iPhone, right? Well, of course we use an iPhone or a cell phone to communicate and amplify our work. What is available in AI at this point takes the cell phone and multiplies it by about 1 billion X. It is staggering what the capabilities are and how rapidly things are advancing at a level that is virtually incomprehensible for people. And I repeat, this is not what I do as a core of my life, but I've realized that I'm now in the technology business, and we're all in the technology business. And I have been in the human technology business, amplifying that through what we call actualized intelligence. A lot of people saying artificial intelligence. So I would say this from my heart to everybody, like, this is here. This would almost be like saying, well, I'm not going to use one of those newfangled computers. I don't need a cell phone. That's crazy. I mean, at one point people are like, I'm not going to trust one of those car things. I'm going to ride my horse. Like, this is here, and at a level that no technological innovation has ever moved at greater speed. That's what's happening. It's nothing to be fearful of, but is definitely not something to be left behind from. So thank you. And does that bring us Joseph Wexler?
That does bring us to
Mr. Joseph Wexler, what say you, brother? Thanks for bringing all these fine folks together today. Joseph, please, over to you.
This is celebrating a year of Heart of Influences with you, Sean, and with you, Bella. I've run at least close to 12, I'd say, with you. And
happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary to all of us. What I want to say is I'm just in awe of you and Bella and what Unblinded is doing with technology. This type of Zoom does not exist anywhere else. And I know that you are only 30, 90 days in with the work that you're doing with your AI and I'm just blown away and so humbled to be unblinded and identify that as that myself. And I just want to thank you for being an advocate for technology and people and heart and math, because all of these things don't come together like peanut butter and jelly, and you provide it every single day. So thank you from my heart to you.
Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. And as a thank you for you all being here, we have first our group influence book. It is the textbook of influence, but we've actualized it through and all of our books and other levers and superpowers and mythical powers. It's crazy what can happen. We've put litigation dynamics that we've had in the past. There's thousands upon thousands of leverage resources in what we're talking about, and that's there for you. So if you would like that, we can have an acceleration session follow-up. Somebody will unpack that entire report about the show, and in that session, you'd also have the ability, everyone, to get a report just on your future mission. We have Athena, Helena, we have Holmes, we have Bolt, we have 20 plus AI agents and growing that do crazy things. And so this is all complimentary, everything I've just described to you. So thank you for being here, and Bella, your final.
My final is definitely connect with each other. Absolutely connect with Joseph, because that's why you're here, to meet each other. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, and to accelerate the connections and why you're meeting together and what you could do together. Definitely have that business acceleration session, because what it could do for each one of you and together could exponentially be far greater than you can imagine. So definitely do that and check that out. And Sean, thank you. Back to you.
Yeah, I end every show by saying this. Happy Fun Friday, coming from the birthplace of liberty and our revolution into our nation, Boston, Massachusetts, as we are on the traveling roadshow. And yeah, I may be physically blind, which I absolutely am. But as to the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us, they often sit right in front of our face, those possibilities to move things ahead. But at some level, Bella, everyone, we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Go get it. Thanks, everybody.